come down is also quite interesting to look out for, as well as now the trends in the MSME agri book, also the trends with moratorium, which seem to be quite good as of now, come down to around 9.5% as a percentage of the total loan book for SBI. Let's remember they started off also fairly low, under 20%. So moratorium not a particular issue for them like it is for many other banks, and quite a decent outcome by them today. SBI just put out its Q1FY21 earnings, and on various counts they were above analyst estimates and surprised the street, and the stock price also reacted fairly positively to that today. The NII came in at 26,000 versus our pool of 24,500. Operating profit came in at 16,500 versus our pool of 15,400. Profit after tax came in at 4,189 against our pool of 4,000 crore. So on all counts it outperformed. On an actual YoY basis, NII grew pretty well in around 8 to 10% range. PAT has held up fine, but again now profit after tax you can't really look at because there's a 1,500 crore odd stake sale gain from SBI Life during the quarter, which is boosting profits a little bit. And obviously provisions have sequentially tapered off slightly, although still quite high at 12,000 versus last quarter's 13,500. So that's how the profit figure is kind of shaping up. Pre-provision profit 16,500 is definitely a moderation from last quarter's 18,500, but last quarter was one of the best in the history of SBI. So in that sense it's held up pretty well despite declining around 8% sequentially. But YoY 13,246 was the figure last year, so 16,500 is significant improvement over that. Now, so just to walk you through the provisions, 12,500 total, that puts the provision coverage at around 86%. Additional COVID provisions to the tune of 1,800 crore were made in this quarter alone. The total COVID provision now is like at 3,008 crore. That's for COVID related accounts. And there's also 5,230 crore worth of provision for fraud accounts pertaining to previous quarters. So that's why that's how you're seeing that 12,500 figure. And the profit, like we said, has been boosted by 1,500 crore stake sale gain. Now, one more important thing for SBI is that as the repo rate and the reverse repo rate has been cut by the RBI and the FM in the recent months, last 6 months, there's been quite a vast reduction. MCLR rates and deposit rates have had to come down in tandem with that. So what's happened is that there could be some impact on the NIM, either improving it or perhaps making it worse off. Brokers tend to have a level of divergence on this figure. So management commentary on how those are shaping up as the MCLR and deposit rates come down is also quite interesting.